news, Mr. Nathan. Joseph Boyka was taken to the place of Bortele, where the so-called leaders have taken him to blow some kind of a traditional horn. They say when you blow it over somebody, you can be president. He went there, secretly over there, they blew the wrong horn for him. It was not a surprise. He was told him, you cannot serve two masters. You are a deacon of the Effort Baptist Church and you resorted to juju. That's what they told him. But we resorted to seeking God's face. When we went to Nigeria, we went to seek God's face. And we did. And came back with victory.
This Foya District, Lofa County. I am standing before the fence, a property that is owned by our former Vice President, Joseph Newman Barkai. Often people politically criticize the old man for not having a single kitchen in his hometown. So I got there yesterday and I was told this is his compound. He owns this compound. It is being rented out to the Samaritan Pulse. They are the one leasing this property. It's a very big compound. I'm not able to go around the fence, but I just want you to see from the front. And I was also told that he got a building, a school that he himself erected. The school is nearby, so we're also going to walk there, at least see what Joe Barker has in Lofa County. So next time, don't be told. So this is the school compound that was built by our former Vice President, Joseph Newman Barkai. You can see his name on it. This is the auditorium of the school, right? So it's a very big compound. We're going to go in, at least take a look at the buildings that are there, the school buildings. Let's go.
And we are fully prepared for 2023.
Well, there are mistakes, maybe history with joy, but we know what happened, and we are sure it will not happen again.
The name Joseph Boyka remains a brand in the Republic of Liberia. I mean, Boyka is a formidable name attached with the Unity Party. Again, I'm asking this question because you listen from the guys with the Coalition for Democratic Change that says it's a 12-year contract. Is Unity Party strong enough, ready for 2023?
Well, I don't know whether they have a 12-year contract. Probably they think they did, but by their performance, they're not suggesting to me. But we believe that even if we give the CDC another 3 months or 1 year, this country will be in more chaos. So we're going to rescue this country.
Well, when it came together as collaborating political parties, Liberians across the country, across the world, believe that, yes, this is the best of team. This team is a crack team to give George Weah one-term presidency. The team altogether was strong, won a couple of senatorial seats in Montserrat and that of Grand Bassett as a collaborating party. Was there any regret that the collaborating political party had to separate? You pull out of it.
Regret, yes, because when you come to something, you come there with your mind and you want for it to work. But you also have to remember that in life, not everything that you come to, that you go into, that as long as you're dealing with people, that you always know that something might not work. So in life, you come out, when you plan, you also plan for a possible outcome that you may be able to live with. So we had a very good purpose in mind to come together, and the public was on our side. But we found out sooner or later that there were forces that were working against it, and sometimes it's good, how soon to throw in the towel. I always say the U.S. went into Afghanistan, put in everything. When they knew that it was time to throw in the towel, they did it. So sometimes it's good to salvage and then move on to something else.
Now the question, can you do it on your own? I mean, we're stronger together.
Probably. Every time people divorce from one marriage, they look for another wife, right? So it's not in the absence of a partnership. We are building a coalition that it will be reliable, that will be trustworthy, that will be committed to the cause of the Liberian people, and we are doing that.
Members of the opposition bloc have this internal wrangling. I mean, it's a normal thing within political parties. The ruling establishment could relax and say, yes, since they're having the internal problem, well, we'll just give them a one shot in the election.
It's a misjudgment. They probably will be mistaken. There are many things for them to understand that they have failed the Liberians miserably, and that the Liberian people have realized that it was a mistake first to bring them to power. And we too are conscious of the fact that we need to work hard to make sure that we rescue the Liberians. So let them don't rejoice too early, because we're not giving up on them.
Not giving up. Let's look at your platform. Many a time, politicians will have no platform, nothing to say, but yet and still people will vote into power. What is the Unity Party platform going into this election? 2017, you talk about rule. Is that still on your mind?
Well, when I say rule, I mean it seriously. Because there are a lot of people who talk about, the first thing they talk about, rebuilding the economy, they talk about bringing foreign investors. You must always know that you have to start with yourself. What do you have? God has given us beautiful country, land, and so I've come up with a catchword that says arrest, meaning that we have to look at agriculture reform. We have to look at roads that are very crucial to development. We have to look at education that is necessary. Mind you, you can't bring investors to a country when you don't have a society that is literate, that the young people are capable.
Presuppose all of these questions. There is no side. There is no faction. I stand with Liberty Party. I said it in December. I'll say it today again. What some of the media has done is that you have, not you personally, I'm not criticizing the media, but you have boiled Liberty Party down to such a simplistic formula. Nyomli versus Musability. Liberty Party is greater than Musability. Liberty Party is greater than Nyomli Kanga Lawrence. Liberty Party is comprised of partisans from Grand Bassa, from Monserrato, from Nimba, from Lofa, from Grand Cru, who have supported the ideologies of this party for years. So there is no faction that we're standing on. We are the people, we are the constituents. There is one Liberty Party.
Now,
are you contesting for senator in Grand Bassa County?
This is a journalist.
Yeah.
I am not contesting for senator from Grand Bassa County. No, I'm not.
Now, you just stated your own role in the Liberty Party with your ongoing impasse within the Liberty Party. The question will still come back to you. Where do you stand? Because there is an impasse that is undeniable.
The media once again is forcing an answer that does not exist. I stand with Liberty Party. So that I want you to be very specific in your question, because I've answered. There is a Liberty Party. There is one Liberty Party. We want to believe that there are two fractions. I have said to you that we will not boil down Liberty Party to two feuding sides. We, the constituents, we, the partisans, we, the founding members, will say that Liberty Party is greater than a feud. We have forgotten everything that Bromskin stood for. We have forgotten what he stood for when it came to integrity. We have forgotten the policies that Bromskin proffered. During the Ellen Johnson's relief administration, Liberty Party was the most vocal opposition. Have we forgotten all of that? So now we just nominalize Liberty Party to say it's a feuding institution. We are still here. We are still standing. And we will be one institution going forward.
Let me take you back to the county. Tell us your own initiative in the county.
I have not yet formalized it, but we have been going to the county very regularly, and our people have been petitioning me in smaller groups to say they want me to come and represent the district, not at the senatorial level. So I believe there will be a formal petitioning ceremony in November, and I can say to you that the Bassa people, the people from that county, they are old and they deserve so much more than they are getting. Grand Bassa County, there is no reason we should not be as developed if not more developed than Montserrado County. We have everything that Montserrado has. We have an amazing port. We have beaches. We have the most hospitable people. The commercial activity that we see here in Monrovia, it should quickly be creeping into Buchanan and not Ganta. But we're seeing it going to Ganta. We're not seeing it coming right to Buchanan. Why is that? It's because of lobbying. It's because of leadership. It's because of advocacy. Some of those things are lacking in our county. So we'll make sure that we can provide the rightful, deserved leadership.
On a national front, and lastly, let's look at this issue of rice, which is a political issue in our stable commodity. Now, with the shortage of rice and what Liberians are experiencing, what will be your own recommendations to national government so that such things cannot be experienced?
So even discuss the issue of rice is not something I can say very quickly. I think it would be doing a disservice. The issue of rice is such a sensitive issue. It is our staple food. We can start from a policy level and talk about why we don't have more mechanized farmers here doing farming yet in Liberia. We can talk about that. We can even move on to a more political issue. We leave the policy and talk about politics. Why is it that we are hearing one day that rice is in the country, then 2-3 weeks later we're getting rice has arrived? I think we are doing a disservice. I think the administration is not properly disseminating information and not making the people truly aware of what's happening. But I will say that what I'm hearing is that our current administration has in fact provided rice.
We will drag Musa Belete to court, not the death court, not the civil law court. We will drag Musa Belete to the criminal court. We will criminally prosecute. Musa Belete can win the election in Nima County all he wants, that his business. Because you know how he intends to win? He will truck thousands of people to Nimba to try to win the election. His strategy is he wants to win to become representative so that Musa Belete, he thinks that it will protect him from prosecution. He thinks that when he wins in Nimba through hope and crook, that he, by hope or crook, that he will try to become speaker, and then he will have political leverage. That now President Joe Biden will have to say, oh, my man, we can't prosecute the man because the man as speaker, we need the man in the house. Musa Hassan Belete, let me say this to you as a confidant of Joseph Yuma Boakai. When we win the presidency in 2023, we will drag you to court. We will criminally prosecute you for stealing from the Liberian people. If you think I am joking, wait and see. Wait and see. We will prosecute you. We will drag you to court and we will prosecute you for stealing. If you think I'm joking, sit down there and think that if you manage somehow to become representative in Nimba, that it will protect you. You are mistaken. We will take you to court for stealing $4.4 million from us. On one hand, on the other hand, the millions of dollars in provisional lifting, we will ensure that those millions of dollars, you lifted people's petroleum products, you sold the products, you said you will bring in your own product and you will pay them back. You have not paid them back. We will go after you for that also. Hey man, y'all be sitting out there, y'all think say Musa Belete will go free. The only way Belete will go free is when George Weah wins the election, which will never ever happen. Well, guys, let's go to the phone lines and take some calls there. We'll take 5 calls. Then we'll take our guests.
Pleasant good morning. Now, welcome wherever you are joining us to the Liberia television. J. Cassius is my name. We are here with Honorary.
We are going to be there until rest comes in this country. We are not going to compromise it. If anybody feels this is going to be compromised, you will be lying to yourself. We are calling on our people around the world. We need their support because I will need gas to go around. I will be carrying people around. I will be using the brigade bus. I will be going around with people. I need to feed them. I need to take care of journalists that will be going with me.
You mean you need money to
Yeah, but if I can't get money, whatsoever little resources I got, I'm going to go ahead with illegal day for the June 7 protest. Wow. But we need everybody's support. We're calling on Prophet Key, Costa, other people, so they can raise some money to send it to the team. so we can have somebody that will control the money, that will give account of what we will be using. Because for me, I don't let to get involved with money business.
For how long this is going to last?
This is going to last until we get rest in this country. If we can't get rest, our people will be in the street. We don't have it to eat already, so we just decided to sit until rest comes. And the campaign is starting tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Is that the only solution in funding?
This is the only solution. If we have different solutions, the president will not tell the president public affairs officer of the Freeport to lie to the Liberian people. You can make more of the Liberian people to the extent where he allows Spoon TV people to use their resources to buy gas, to put it in car, to put in the gas only to make fun of the Liberian people. You know what I mean? You know what it caused yesterday? Ambassador, we do not know where it caused yesterday, but the process is starting. We are not going to discuss, you know, the situation with the chief of staff. The chief of staff is somebody that's been very bold, you know, but sometimes, you know, when things happen, I get very angry, you know, and deal with people. You know, the chief of staff, we know, he's somebody that been very, very straight in the process. But I fear in my mind, the statement made by him was not timely. That's why I decided to respond to him the way I responded to him. I respect him, but I'm not afraid of him. I'm not saying this because I'm coming to go around. I do not need him. I do not need his protection. And he can do nothing to me. But I must respect him for what he did. You remember the situation with our soldiers out there, and he came up, he put the blame straight on the finance minister, where, you know, there was a situation, the people are not getting their money and all the kind of situation. You understand what I'm saying? Liberian people, the people around the world, the process starting tomorrow. The awareness will be starting tomorrow. So you should be looking up. On social media, we will be going live for everywhere we go. We'll be educating our people on the protest. We will have a peaceful protest. Nobody should say they will sing for me. When you sing for me, you ask me, I will tell you, say we're having a peaceful protest.
Are you going to tour the 50 counties?
I'm going to do that. Watch your process and see. Watch your process and see. We are starting tomorrow. Watch your process and see. I'm calling on the people, our supporters around the world, the Liberians around the world, to keep following social media tomorrow. The process starting tomorrow. I'll be going on my 2 Hummer Jeep and the brigade bus, because I need to carry.
You mean the opposition brigade?
Yes, I need to carry. I bought a bus for the brigade bus. For the brigade, I have a 50-seater bus that I will have to carry enough people for my own security. You know, people have recruited criminals to kill me in the process, and I wrote the American embassy already. They got my communication. They are aware and they are doing the investigation. They know that those people are criminals. They got some findings already. Those people are criminals. Those people are charged criminally by the Justice Ministry. And I also wrote the Justice Ministry. Don't want all the women there to come. All the women. I want to go with one. I want Muya, we're getting ready for the protest. Muya, we're getting ready for the protest. Muya. Let somebody pray for us so we can start, because we got different area to go. True, but God really coming get hard. Y'all remember our own spoon, right?
For sure.
I told the people, say they rest in the proper there. It's a foreign affair. I mean, to Minister of State warehouse, right? They started taking it out and bringing it outside and selling it. And that's what we want. That's what we want. We want our people to get rest. For real, not get expensive money rest for what thing? For real, not get expensive money rest for what thing? So, we will not bring no violence. We are creating awareness. The day we will call your leaders will make you to assemble to where we want you to assemble. No fighting. When they want to arrest, let them arrest us. I will not harm myself. The reason why I'm wearing the bulletproof is because the government started training people to kill us, the opposition. So I need to protect myself while I'm talking for you, right? Hey, I need to protect myself while I'm talking for you, right? Okay, I'll stop there. For anybody get a question, you can go ahead.
Anybody get a question?
Women to ask questions, because our mothers can be the one that can support more than the men.
That's true. So, you're here now.
I'm here for you now. Go ahead, Mama.
No, talk it first. Talk. Talk, my sister. Talk.
What you say? Where your question?
What I was trying to ask is the day we want to assemble for the protest. What I will be protected by you.
We will be protected by the citizen.
Because we are not safe by the CDC government.
That's true. That's the reason why we're not going to come to assemble. All of us will assemble together. The Constitution says we must protest peacefully. And all we want to do, we're not doing gun business. We're not doing gun business. We're not doing quality business. We're doing peaceful something. Everybody on that day, we're not wrong. Because I started talking to them already. We started having meetings already. We now had 3 meetings. We now have 3 meetings. And by the time the day reaching, when tomorrow we'll start informing you today that tomorrow we need to assemble for the peaceful protest. We will go there, you will hear from us. If the president can't tell us what happened in the rap business, we will be answered until we know what happened in the rap business. Because he answerable to us, and we don't want to vote for him.
My friend and brother, good morning.
Yeah, lots. AB, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic this morning.
Yeah, today is another day. I'm grateful to be here. Like I said, yes, life is good, and I'm grateful to my God. And I want to say, welcome on board. I want to say to everybody, welcome on board. Excuse me. Liberia is getting interesting day in, day out. It is the way it is. Hopefully, we can put this behind us by 2023 by putting another group of people into public trust, and hopefully they can do what they're promising us that they will do. But it is getting critical, if not critical already.
As for me, the issue of Honorable Yeka Kolba, he is vocal, he is very, 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 very been vocal since the 5 year of his representative seat and 1 more year to go. Yeke just had to die. Yeke is somebody that if you think that Yeke can be compromised, he is not that kind of man. And I'm very much proud of this young brother because he remain trustworthy and he remain unbending, unwavering. But let us go to the topic this morning so we can see what is our discussions, and then we can be able to turn the panel over to our audience so they can be able to tell us.
Yeah, basically, our topic this morning, folks, is discussion on the pre-rise protest campaign organized by Honorable Yeke Kolba, going from county to county, mobilizing citizens to utilize their constitutional rights and fundamental freedom. What are your thoughts about Honorable Kolba's overall agitation against Wuya's government? That is the topic.
What are your takes? Because I can answer what is your take. What are your takes?
So for me personally, and on the basis of our political history, and regarding bad governance that even got us to where we are, and also considering everything that is going on during this George Weah administration, holding it constant, the level of undermine that they have caused for themselves based on their own promises to the Liberian people and based on their own development agenda that they crafted, they call PADP. I don't even know how to call it. AB, when you read that document, there are so many good stuff in it, including railroad coastal highway. We heard that a lot. when they got this 419 Asian company that went to Liberia and they didn't have nothing, and taking Liberian people from out of poverty to prosperity. But then everything they promised, not only that they are not doing it, but they have also gone to a point where they harmonize, they reduce people pay. So the contradiction is just so big time. It is extremely difficult to understand what this group of people actually are capable of doing. Now coming to Yeke Kolba, I know Yeke Kolba and us, we are the same age group, which he have said it with consistency. And he don't even have to say it. We already know it. All of us were around our 10, 11, 12 years old when 1990 war came. Majority of us. But it be for God in heaven's sake, on the basis of constitutional responsibility for anybody that is elected today or tomorrow as a senator or as a representative or member of the House of Representatives, there are 3 fundamental constitutional responsibilities that they're supposed to exercise. Number 1 is lawmaking. Number 2 is representation. And number 3 is oversight. From what we know, Yeke Kolba have been denied of everything on the floors of the House of Representatives. And not only that he have been denied, the few weeks ago, they also booted him out of the chat room, the official chat room created by the House of Representatives leadership. They took him out of that chat room. They have consistently, the speaker have consistently, and the leadership refused to listen to this man, both in writing and both verbally, to express his legislative thought on the floors of the House of Representatives in chamber. At some point, they are even frozen his salary. Moreover, not only that the House of Representatives have decided to silence him, or they have silenced him, he cannot do his job, they are also gone about threatening him. We saw it on camera. They went to his district and vandalized his office. They chased him to a house. They even chased him to the airport where they brought to public disrepute his family. This man have gone to court, the Supreme Court. According to the Constitution, Liberian Constitution 1986, I like to make reference to this book. The Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia is the final arbiter of justice. However, Supreme Court have come away and other subordinate courts in Liberia with rulings in favor of Honorable Yeke Kolba to give his salary, to follow through their own rules. The House of Representatives leadership have also refused on numerous occasions. Then you say Yeke Kolba is a man? I don't think so. All of us all of us human beings, we got some emotions. Whether we like it or not. Whether we like it or not. But I think Yeke Kolba has a fundamental and legitimate reason to do what he is doing. Because in the first place,
what do you think his reasons are?
Those things are just listed, those things are just named, are his fundamental and legitimate reasons to do what he's doing. You have a president that will come to the United Nations General Assembly and lie to the world and the rest of everybody on corruption, on budgeting, on everything. He returned to Liberia. At the airport, there is a stable food crisis. He said, you all forget about the noise in the market. So this man is not even doing his job, but he's going to play basketball.
Yeah.
Even down to his ministers of government, those that are in charge of rice, for example, Minister of Cummings, Minister of Finance, nobody want to say anything. Now, you can't go back, go on Spoon Tour and book the order. There's a restaurant where that they package and put it there. And we saw it clearly. They give it to Joy Howard Taylor. she on Contrad tour giving rights to seditions. When we go low, they go around Fuani brother and brought small kangaroo rice. They say rice in the country, but the people in the land queue, they can't even get it. But the president is not addressing that. The president is calling us, his critics, enemies of the state. So I think Yeke right now is insecure. From the way I see it. Yeke is insecure because they have attempted multiple times on his life. If I were Yeke, probably I would do more than that. But all of us are reminded. All of us are reminded. We are always reminders of our past. And I think that's why Liberian people in their majority are scary. And that is a talking point the CDC-led government through their surrogates have been able to do successfully so that the people can come out in the majority to protest. They say protest will bring war. And the typical Liberian people in our majority, we don't want war because we know where we pass. We know where we pass. And we know the actual definition without going into dictionary. The negative impact of war. So we don't want to go there. So everybody not just sit in their corner. I can see the intensities of the agitation of the president. Then you got an army general coming up. We want the president to give us executive order so we can arrest Yeke Koba. So you want Yeke Koba to pull out him bulletproof? If I were him, probably I would do more than that, brother. The country is in the wrong hands. To call it short. It's in the wrong hands. And hopefully, Liberian people, on that wonderful Tuesday, October 10, we change the course by electing Joseph Walker. That's what we got to do. Let's give Joseph Walker a try. Let's give that old man a try. But this other young people, I can't stand them. Baby, I can't stand young people. Okay. I agree 100% with Yeke Koba with what he's doing. He's mobilizing his people. And we can see clearly the people are angry. Because other people are not, were not angry, and Yeke Koba were doing wrong, AB, they will not even follow Yeke Koba. They will not even listen to Yeke Koba. All the places Yeke has gone, people have come out in their majority to listen to him. Including Mikey B. County. I've been following a little bit. Back to you.
You know, I will look at the whole thing on a different scale. I'll look at the whole thing on a different scale, and because you know, not everything that Honorable Yeke Koba do, I agree with him. Not everything. Not everything that Honorable Yeke Koba doing, I agree with him. No, not everything. I disagree with Yeke Koba on so many things. Yeke Koba fundamental rights is like ordinary Liberians. He was elected by those Liberians for him to be able to make law, oversight. It's not all the oversight that mean laws making.
But you deny him to exercise that in chamber.
I come in. It's not all the oversight. I'll repeat that. Needs a noise. It's not all the oversight. They deny him in chamber. Who deny him in chamber?
The Speaker of the House.
No, the Speaker of the House never deny him.
Okay.
The House have a rule. Yeke Koba, in line with others, they elected buffer chambers. They elected buffer chambers. Just wake up one so money for him to become Speaker.
He was elected. Yes, I agree with you.
He was duly elected as Speaker. Yeke Koba, the Speaker, the current Speaker, Honorable Buffer Chambers, make a means for Yeke Koba to be able to meet the president. Since you are aggrieved all the time, let us go to go meet the president. Then you can be able to tell the president what you have to tell him. When you are honorable, they need honorable it's not just given to ordinary people. Yeke Kolba, he disenchantments in the way that he expresses his view is totally out of order. The speaker talked Yeke Kolba phone him. The man, when he met the president, what they discussed, what did they discuss? Yeke Kolba came out, he went out, he decided to blow it out. So I am saying here that 100%, 50% agree with Honorable Yeke Kolba, 50% disagree with him. And on the line of these red issues, Yeke Kolba was right. Yeke Kolba was right in the way that he changed his disagreement with the Liberian people. Yeke Kolba was right. Yeke Kolba was right for him to go to mobilize Iran. Maybe like because of that fear that the president have brought rest into the country, that the business people have brought rest in the country. Yeke Kolba, he is somebody who think fast, but in some of his thinking, he need to calm down. He need to relax himself. Elections is around the corners. I know many of you guys saying, "Oh no, Abraham's order." Yes, but there are some time Yeke Kolba could channel his grievances. You want to tell me that Yeke Kolba won the opposition lawmaker in the house? There are there are some hundreds of lawmakers in the house that are oppositions. The way, are you telling me that Yeke Kolba was wrong in taking them to court? No, he was not wrong. Yeke Kolba was right.
But can I ask a quick question? Was it a good thing for them to reject the court decision on numerous occasions?
If you were to ask Honorable Yeke Kolba's salary that he took the horse to court for, that salary was paid to him.
When it was paid?
No, that salary was paid.
You know how many times he had to do follow up with the court?
No, Yeke Kolba is referring.
But Abi, you were elected, for example. The Speaker of the House was elected as a representative. Yeke Kolba was elected. Is there any constitutional provision that group of people can withhold somebody's salary who's a sitting representative? There is nothing in their rule that say that. Even the other man, their own rules that the SAGI are that's supposed to provide nominally some level of sanity in terms of plenary conversation and all that stuff, protocol, basically. They're asking SAGI to push the honorable man outside, whereby their own rule doesn't say that. And then when the court, Yeke Kolba won them and they refuse to adhere to their own rules. What do you want Yeke Kolba to do? If Yeke Kolba is supposed to go to plenary or supposed to go to work, and they all go to plenary, every time he opens his mouth, you shut it down because he refused to join the CDC. That was the initiative. That was the initiative, my brother. No, let me finish. The initiative about buffer chimmer buffering Yeke going to George Weah was all about to silence Yeke Kolba by going to George Weah and they do all that stuff. Why they remove Yeke Kolba from all the committees? How can Yeke Kolba do oversight, perform his oversight by law, when he writes official letter to the leadership to invite John Brown, to invite Peter Brown? They don't even honor it. How you want this man to do his job?
Yeah, in that, you are like a wise man. Yeke Kolba friendly with other represented the lawmaker. Yeke Kolba is friendly with other represented lawmakers.
I agree, but majority of the lawmakers are all criminal minded.
You see?
Majority of the lawmakers are all criminal minded.
Honorable Lauren Yonko is criminal minded?
I'm not, my brother. The issue of the House, any parliament around the world, is based on majority vote. We saw it right there. The CDC on their own do not have majority block in that House. What the guy is, chaos violent, chaos inducement majority block.
Yeah.
Once money comes from across the street from the executive mansion, criminal judge we are given to the speaker, they induce people over there. That's how they booted out Cabinet Janet. They went to the Senate. They gave them money.
That is
we
different
got people. We got people. They're not different case. That is thinking.
That is different case.
You come back to do. One person cannot change that House. One person cannot change the Senate. So don't tell me say you can whether you can friendly with other people or not. The people take money to make decisions. They take money to make decisions. Why you think someone just came against full-time people? Why you think they remove Yeke Koba from their chat room? Because they don't want Yeke Koba to see any information that he will eventually bring to the public. But is there anything that they are doing wrong in our chat room? I would say yes. Is it that they should be doing anything wrong in our chat room? I would say no, they should not be doing it. But that is the government we got today. So Yeke, for me, I applaud Yeke. And what Yeke is doing, it is protected and guaranteed by the Constitution.
The government now just came there. The government now just came from in a blue sky straight onto the Labyrinth. It is a Labyrinth choice. It is a Labyrinth choice.
It is a Labyrinth choice.
So the government is doing. The government is doing what they think that it is better for them. That's what the government is not doing what they think that is better for the Liberian people, which of course they're supposed to be doing. They are doing things what they think that is better for them. That is the thing that the Liberian people are doing. That's the thing that the government is doing. Why are you looking at facts and you're not saying the facts?
Which one is the fact?
The fact is the government never came down from heaven down to the Liberian people. It is the Liberian people that elected this dubious government. And we told them that this guy does not have experience. That this guy is somebody who does not have senses. Whose senses are not correct. Who have 4 senses. What the former chairman said? The former chairman said that when you leave Josh Weir for 1 minute, you will make a mistake. So the Liberian people voted for him, and he is giving them what he think that he should be giving them. What he think that he should be giving them. That's what the guy is doing. So I'm not blaming Josh Weir. I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him at all. I blame the Liberian people. I blame the Liberian people because we made this announcement so many times on these platforms. I blame the Liberian people. I don't blame Josh Weir. Because this man was elected as senator. This man never put a foot, one single bill. One single bill. The University of Liberia was right across the road from him. This man never. This man house was not breaking down when he was senator. This man never had a car when he was elected as senator. It was Eddie Melvin Snow who gave him car to run. We make all that, we catalog all that reasons. We gave the Liberian people 99.9 reason why Josh Weir should not be elected as president. Liberian people when they said that their choice, you know, but you not know about that their choice. So now this guy, your choice now is doing the excellent thing that you want for me to put the blame on your choice. I will put the blame on you because you voted him. Let's go to our phone line. We'll take chorus.
Yeah, AB, let me do my commercial quickly. I might have to go because something going on. Yeah, let me just do my commercial quickly and I will close, then I will leave the show with you. You continue from there, please. I'm sorry, our audience, I got to go. I just got some text message. I got to go, my people. You're sorry. Tomorrow we'll be here by the grace of God to carry the show. So again, Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting, KMC for short. immigration and financial services. We are helping our accumulated members with affordable but quality immigration services such as processing U.S. citizenship and naturalization application, filing for husband, wife, or minor children and adult children, brothers and sisters, and parents, initial green card application processing, replacement due to loss and mutilated, adjustment of status and DED for Liberians and other country eligibles, fiancé visa, ANA for green card processing and work permit application processing, non-immigrant and immigrant visa applications, affidavit of support preparation, submission to National Visa Center, solicit and write life insurance and do other insurance referrals, income tax preparation, and student loan repayment plan documentation preparation. Our numbers are 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. Our website address is www.kangomaconsulting.com. That is that. Free consultation is free, 10 to 15 minutes. But let me just close on this, AB. I'm so sorry I got to go because of this American dream. Yeke Kolba is not doing anything wrong. If I become representative tomorrow morning and go to that house, any part of my life, I will try to do my job. If people become obstacle because they are in the stupid majority, probably I will do more than what Yeke is doing. I can guarantee you that. I will do more than what Yeke is doing. Nobody, no group of people using corruption money from corruption King Kong George Weah that became president after all the office and broke down his 9th Street residence and rebuilt it with mansions.
The post said the man
47 to 48 condominiums, private jet. They prosecuted Kabina Jani because of chaos violence. They prosecuted Kabina Jani at the level of the House, at the level of the Senate. Senators are on record, on tape. They give them money to do what they think. That is how our country. And anybody, as long as we are a group of people, organization and country that consistently refuse to adhere to the norms of values, good character, integrity, and above all, no justice. People are not here accountable for their stewardship. We're going to be just like that. Among all of that, Supreme Court and other subordinate courts have come up with consistent ruling in favor of Yeke Kolba. That motherfucker sitting over there called himself Speaker of the House, Buffer Chima, that spoke during early time, even described that old lady the way that we're not supposed to describe women. Yeke is not doing that. Today, he found himself in the comfortable seat because he and George Weah hands are in the cookie jar. History will put there in the different closet, and history will put Yeke on the right-hand side of our political story. That's all I got to say, my people. I'm so sorry. I got to go. Tomorrow we'll be here with What's on Your Mind, and I can propound better based on what I know. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267 or 215-266-6509. Once more, 215-824-8124 or 215-266-6509. That is the number to call this morning, and you'll be live on the Manelson Abraka Talk Show. Yeah. 100%, I am 100%, but 50%, I agree with you, Honorable Yeke Kolba. 50%, I disagree with him. I disagree with him 50%. I think the way Honorable Yeke Kolba acting, I think that how some of the way that Yeke Kolba acts, some of the way, sometime, I'm not saying all of the time, some of the time, the brother Joshua can be, I don't know, to go in a house, you are elected as representative. People got to tell you, you got to dress properly. People have to tell you that the rules and order have to come and examine your dress code. Are you freaking killing me? The rules and order have to come to examine your dress code. You have certain representative. Honorable Yeka Kalwa, people love him. Yes, that is true. Many of our followers, many of our stars love him. Yes, that is true. But what the truth is, that's where I'm putting it. Where the truth is, that's where I'm putting it. I am not a dumb-sided young man. His who tell you that you can be annoyed with the ruling establishment? Who tell you that? Ted Cruz, you want to be Ted Cruz in feel of Joe Biden? But there's a way that you can go to vet your anger. There's a way and procedure to everything. Maybe Honorable Yeka Koda does not understand the procedure, the mechanisms that he needs to put in place. You can disagree with the government 100%. But there are ways. Honorable Larry Youngquay, who was elected on United Party ticket, now he has deflected to ANC. That old man, he knows what he is doing. Other representative that was elected on other parties, they are in a house. They are in a house. But every time is this one Honorable Yeke Kolba. Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 215-266-6509. That is the number to call to be live on the Manelson Abraka Talk Show. Let us listen to him as he went on to mobilize. In fact, I'm coming to play his other clips.
Pleasant good morning. Now, welcome wherever you are.
The habit of making mockery of the Liberian people. So this time around, we have decided, I'm saying peaceful, and nobody can ask me what's going on, and nobody will ask me what's going on. The Constitution provides that we have a peaceful city. We are going to have a peaceful city. When we come up in the street, in those counties, we are going to be there until rest comes in this country. We are not going to compromise it. If anybody feels this is going to be compromised, you will be lying to yourself. We are calling on our people around the world. We need their support, because I will need gas to go around. I will be carrying people around.
Now, this is one of his advocacy that I really agree with him, and I admire him for that. In saying that they will not rest until rest can come into the country, I gave him applause for that. Honorable Yeke Kolba, at some time he knows where he is going. At some time. But let me say this very clear. As much as the Liberian people love him, how much has he loved himself, Yeke Kolba needs to open up his eye. Because an attempt for you to sleep, his destiny will be king by the sixth edition who he whipped. The Liberian people, I know them, and I know that a bag of rice, just a bag of rice, can sway their vote. Just a bag of rice, just a money. Some Liberian vote can be way taken just by those little things. That Honorable Yeka Kalwa be careful on how he carry on his advocacy. How one more year. So much we do. Want to come to the end of the Nelson Abraka talk show. Be our guest tomorrow morning. We'll be here. We'll be here to take your call. Be here tomorrow morning. Be here tomorrow morning with us. We'll be here tomorrow morning on what is on your mind. And trust me, it'll be fascinating and it will be interesting. God bless you. God bless Mama Liberia. Bye-bye for now.